This ain't no rap shit. Definitely ain't no cap shit, man. It's a whole lot of motherfucking legal trap shit. Tell the folks who we got the building with us today.
Drip Visuals, man. How to shoot her out right now.
For the ones that don't know who Drip Visuals is, who is Drip Visuals?
Um, Drip Visuals is a film director, a coach, a media specialist, a regular guy that you can approach, you know what I'm saying? Someone that's not Hollywood, someone that you know that you can learn from and grow with.
How long have you been in the videography, cinematography lane? Let's walk down that journey for you.
Cinematography, I say now, this going on my third year. I really started more when COVID hit. Everybody became rappers. So it kind of opened up another lane for me. So, shit, I'm here now.
What made you even pick up a camera and decide you was gonna shoot? And when you did pick up a camera, when were you able to figure out, oh shit, I can really make some money with this?
Oh yeah. Well, see, the thing is, a lot of people may not notice is that photography is my first love. So I started in photography first. So from school, college, high school, all of that, it was always photography. When I came back from college, I got the call to start doing like photos in the clubs and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right. Start printing the pictures out, start, dibbling and dabbling in that. So when it came to really getting out and getting into the club scenes, like the real scenes with the people and the artists and networking, that kind of opened up. Then I was like, okay, well, if I can take pictures doing this, I know I can do weddings. One thing about photos, they leave memories. Whether they good memories, people that's passed on, things like that. So I've always loved photography, and that's what really made me get into it. So I'll say really from college really up, that's what it's been. So I say photography wise, 2004. Don't judge me. I know you're gonna say, damn, he old, but yeah, man. Yeah, about '04, man.
So you did photography. When did you switch over to like videography, or when did you actually start getting in that lane though?
Videography 2020, 2021. That's around that COVID era
Right, you said
time.
that.
Yeah.
Right. So you was when you switched over and did all that, got videography, because a lot of people, I think you're more so known as for the videography versus the photography. We see
Yeah.
a lot on social media with the videography. You jump in this lane. Was you still working a 9 to 5 when you got into videography?
Yeah. That was like probably the toughest thing, You be at the strip club shooting, get out the strip club by 2, 3 in the morning, gotta be at work by 6 in the morning. I was at my job for 5 years before,
What happened with that being at a job for 5 years, and what do you still have a 9 to 5 or?
Now, what the crazy thing is, I was there 5 years, management, everything, man, and they wanted me to switch my schedule to night shift. And I told them I couldn't, For one, I already knew that was gonna mess with my brand, with my company and the things that I was doing. So I couldn't do that. I looked up, fired me. So, that's another thing that kind of pushed me more into the filming and taking it more serious, because now all I have is me and my brand. So, I took that and I ran with it, and I haven't looked back since.
How did that make you feel? Like you working a 9 to 5, you gave these people all your time, and you couldn't do one little thing for them, and they fired you.
I say, well, it make you feel like, you're not worth nothing. It make you feel like you only worth as much as you can do for them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I put everything into my brand. You're gonna put everything into a job, put everything into yourself. You know what I'm saying? Put count on yourself, bet on yourself, because when you betting on other things and other entities, sometimes it don't work out how it should. You can give a company 10 years, you can have one bad day, they'll let you go like you ain't never did nothing for them.
Nah, that's facts. What do you have to say for the folks that's working a 9 to 5 and doing entrepreneurship and trying to balance the two, what advice do you have for them?
Get what you can, get what you need to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Feed your brand. You know, those checks, you know, have a percentage that go to your brand. You know what I'm saying? And don't let them control you. I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to the job is that they'll try to control you with the crazy shifts, the overtime or whatever. But just keep in sight of who you are and what you're doing and the road that you're going on and the path in your journey, and you'll be straight. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like a lot of people get sidetracked when they work these 9 to 5s because they steady dangling, per se, a carrot in front of them? Like, oh, if you do this, you'll get this and that and that.
I mean, yes and no. I think that's where the discipline comes in. If you disciplined enough when it comes to your brand and you know why you at that job and what you there for, you know, then you good. But if you just chasing money, you just chasing the check, you chasing, then you know you may get off, you know, you might get off course. But I think it's more of a mental thing, you know what I'm saying, of just self accountability and you know, knowing what you're there for.
So you jump into this entrepreneur lane. What was that like for you from having a safety net, per se, where you get a check every 2 weeks and shit like that, and now you got to make your own money and you dependent on yourself? What was that like for you?
Even though I'm grown, it make you grow up fast. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got no hustle in you, you gonna get some hustle in you. You know, and it also show you that, you know, you gotta stand on your own 2 feet, because a job is not always there for you, but you gonna always be here for yourself. So that's why I always say, you know, bet on yourself. So yeah, man.
What were some of the struggles that you faced when you jumped out into this entrepreneurship lane?
Man, for one, clients. That was the biggest thing. Clients, shoot, I started with a Canon T6. So getting the right lenses, or even just learning, because, you know, you have a lot of people, they may go to school for it, but I'm straight YouTube University. You know, I didn't go to school for this. This is something that I actually learned myself, you know, and been around people that I've been able to be blessed with to teach me and show me a few things.
What was that? Was the learning process hard for you going through that, or were you able to catch on easily?
At first, I wouldn't say it was hard, because I have a passion for shooting. I love anything that got to do with that camera. So I think it was more of a challenge, and I love challenges. So it made me up my game. It made me, you know what I'm saying? Like when you go, you learn something, and then now you gotta learn just the next step of what you're doing. So you take everything that, you know, and you build with it. So I think more of, man, that it builds your character. And it builds your story that you tell from your brand when your brand is successful, or anything like that. So, you know, any entrepreneur, they have a story of why they started and they trials and tribulations during it.
Right. So when you jumped in this lane, did you ever try to reach out to anybody for like a mentorship or anything like that so you could learn more?
The first person I reached out to when I first jumped in this lane was Cam God. Not for like mentorship or nothing like that. It was just, he was one of the shooters that I saw that no one was really like, you know, you got the favorites, you know, the names or whatever, but it was like he was creating his own lane. You know what I'm saying? So when I first started, that was one of the first people that I really reached out to, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to be like everybody else. I wanted to do my own thing, you know? So yeah, definitely Cam God, he was one of the first people I reached out to.
How was that when you reached out to him? Was he receptive to you reaching out, and, you know, was he willing to teach you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've worked behind the scenes with him. So, and you know, a lot of people, they won't even answer your inbox. They'll leave your ass on scene. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of that, you know, how do you feel about that? Do you think more videographers should come together and then everybody can win? Or what's your outlook on that when you reach out to somebody and they don't respond?
Well, on the coming together part, I feel like that's for sure. When you look at these high-end production companies like, You got D Baby, and them shooters that he got with him. It's like 5, 6 of them, but they all high end hard shooters. You see what I'm saying? I think it's more of an ego thing that we have to let go. I feel like no high end A-list artist should be able to come to the DFW area with shooters. We have everything you need when you come out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So on that aspect, that's how I feel about that. Now, on the leaving your scene and all that, I feel like them tables turn. So you treat the janitor like the owner.
Right.
I treat everybody the same. You know what I mean? Now, what I will say, if you inbox me on some BS, I won't answer you. But you know, if it's on some real, you know, marketing and it's some let's get to it and working, I'm on it. You know.
But how many times a day do you get inbox with some BS?
Man, I say about 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? That's on a good day. You know, I get the YouTube links, check me out, and all of that, man. So I try to keep them in my message request.
As far as, have you ever had an artist reach out to you and be like, hey, let's link up, you know, you do this for me for some exposure? What is your outlook on that?
When I first started, I did that a lot.
Just for exposure?
Yeah, because I didn't know how to shoot videos.
Okay.
So I did that a lot, you know what I'm saying? I was shooting a lot of people for free, you know what I'm saying? But then when you look at, first you gotta look at the type of people you shooting. Then you have to look at the quality of what you putting out.
Right.
And if it's not matching where you trying to go, you have to make a change. So I just say be conscious of who you working with and make sure that if it's gonna be for exposure, it's fruitful for both ends. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to win on your side too. You know what I'm saying? So if I'ma shoot you for free, what am I gaining out of this? You know what I'm saying? I don't care about your following, so that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But what am I gaining out of this? If I'm not gaining anything and I'm just shooting you for a free video, oh nah, man. Nah.
Were you able to gain some traction from doing videos for exposure? Do you feel like they helped you grow in this game?
I feel like some of them did, yeah. Some of them didn't. I mean, it's just a roll of the dice out here, you know. But some of them, yeah. Some of them mainly, yeah.
At what point do you stop shooting videos for free and start charging?
The end of my first year when I started out, but I was still charging people, but excuse me, I was still shooting for exposure. So I like every day, man, even now, when I wake up, I inbox 3 to 4 artists. Hey man, let's get one in. Let's shoot, let's work. You know what I'm saying? To build my brand, your portfolio is all you have as a shooter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I still inbox people now, but they on a bigger scale. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna inbox, I don't go backwards. So if I'm gonna inbox you now, I gotta know it's a win. It's a win-win on each side. But man, after that first year, man, I don't shoot free. Nah, you gotta come on with it. Yeah, you gotta come on with it now.
You gotta pay for sure.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for sure. Do you feel like the videography game, cinematography game is a very profitable business for you, or just in general?
I think it is, but I think also we have to expand our minds with the camera. And when I say that, I mean you don't have to just shoot videos to make money with a camera. You know what I'm saying? There's other things that you could be doing, you know, reaching to those corporate companies and work. So I think it's very profitable. Yes, it's oversaturated for sure too, you know, but it's profitable if you know how to move in it.
Right.
You gotta know how to move in it. You know what I'm saying?
You said it's oversaturated.
Yeah.
What are you doing to stand out from everybody else?
The biggest thing when anybody work with me, they're gonna tell you my energy. I'm a person that's gonna talk to you while we shooting. I'm a direct. A lot of folks will take your money and just hold the camera in front of your face and just say, go.
Yeah, but I seen a debate about that the other day. It's funny.
Yeah.
You know, they say they pay for the videographer, but they not paying for a director.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Like, is that true? Is director fee? Is that a different fee?
I mean, it is, but then you also have to be conscious of that at the end of the day, it's your brand. It's your brand. So whatever you putting out, it's your brand. You know, I can run and gun you, and I don't have to put a storyboard together for you. But I am gonna tell you, like, yo, bro, we need this shot right here. Let's do this right here, you know? Because at the end of the day, when I'm editing, it's gonna say Drip Visuals on it when it come on.
Right.
You see what I'm
So
saying?
you willing to go that extra mile?
Yeah.
For free.
And that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? When you working with someone, you give them something to remember you by. You give them this like, oh, work with Drip, man, bro. Yeah, he gonna talk to you. He upbeat with you. He got the same he has the same energy or as more energy as the artist. I make the artist sweat when they work with me. You have to come ready to work when you get in front of my camera. I don't care if you high. I don't care if you're drunk. You gonna work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm about business. I don't smoke or drink while I'm shooting or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
As far as payment goes, have you ever had like a woman try to pay you in sex?
Yeah.
Like
Man, I think that's one of the biggest problems out here is that you have a lot of business-minded shooters, but then you have a lot of, I call them tender shooters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That do things for sexual favors and do things for things like that. So yeah, I done had a couple of them. I done had some ask me, you know, you ain't got any party drugs, and I'm like, lady, I don't got nothing for you, but you know these 10 pictures you paid for this hour. You know what I'm saying? But shit, yeah, man. I think you just gotta always remember that at the end of the day, they have a blacklist out here in the DFW of the shooters that's taking advantage of doing this and this for free. But just know, however you start that relationship with a client, that's how they gonna always feel that they should have it. So you start giving them free, that's what they gonna always expect. Real talk.
Do you feel like a lot of shooters have fucked the game up with that? Letting women pay in sex?
Yeah.
Sexual favors?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think they have, but then I also think that it's a tier when it comes to shooters. So a lot of the people that's doing that, I ain't gonna say that they lower than people, but it's a lower tier of shooter. So when you go to the higher name people, you already know you gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? When you approach me, when you hear my name, you know you have to pay me. You see what I'm saying? But you may approach someone else and, you know, you can shake a little ass over there, flirt with them a little bit, you might get a little, I don't care about that. So, you know, you have to come professional with me. So, yeah, man. I think at the end of the day, man, keep your, I don't know if we can cuss on here, keep your dick in your pants, man.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, shit.
Nah, for
keep
sure.
your dick in your pants, dog.
Nah,
like,
for sure. If not, you're gonna pay for it in the long run.
Facts.
Nah, I see a lot of people having that debate about women trying to pay in sexual favors.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is probably a big problem in that game because a lot of tender dick niggas
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
And then they run across a nigga that make them pay.
I don't pay for shoes. That's what I hear a lot. When they first run into me, oh, I don't pay for shoes. Anybody I done shop with, they shop me for free. That let me know right there.
Your mindset. How did it make you feel when people say they don't pay for shoes or they looking for a discount or something like that?
It don't really make me feel no type of way. It just let me know that you're not the target audience for me. Anybody that I've worked with or anyone that, let's say that again, anybody that I've worked with or have networked with and ended up being into a client, you know what I'm saying? They've always told me your prices are too low.
Right.
Why are your prices so low?
So at what point do you change that price margin?
I change them when I add more marketing techniques and marketing tactics to them. So
You think it's just based on tactics or is it really a skill level?
That too. That's I think that's one of the biggest ones. A lot of my videos at first when I was shooting, they overexposed. I'm shooting in 30 frames trying to slow-mo it. You know what I'm saying? And I really didn't know what I was doing. So you're paying for that, you know. You're paying for the knowledge of that shooter. You're paying for what they know also in the skill level. So You have to be able to bring that to the table. A lot of people don't. So that's why they stay with the $75 videos, $100 videos. It's because they lacking in an area where if you say 500, 600, 700 a band, you won't get booked. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be mindful of that and just keep growing. Keep adding to your portfolio. Keep adding to your bag. You know what I'm saying? And grow.
You say keep growing. What are you doing to consistently grow and help build your brand?
Every day, I'm studying new ways, new edits, new effects, better lighting. Not only that, I read. So I read a lot on, different lighting and stuff. And I also watch other shooters. A lot of people won't tell you that, but I watch other shooters. You know what I'm saying? Not to copy or nothing, but is that I watch other shooters. Okay, this right here, look how this look. You know what I'm saying? Compared to this over here, what I'm doing. So you got that, man. I'm more networking. My face is out there, and I'm not boxed in. That's the problem with a lot of videographers. You're boxed in. I don't just have to, and I go back to that. I don't have to shoot just music videos. I'm on the corporate side. I also do weddings, shoot reality TV shows. So I'm not boxed in. Expand your mind.
Do you think that's where a lot of people get stuck at? Is they find, I guess per se, a lot of people call it a niche within a craft that they get stuck in, and then they no longer grow no more.
They get comfortable.
Okay.
They get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Growing is not comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the biggest thing. And then they are afraid to step out of it and learn new things. Anybody that's been successful behind a camera, they don't just shoot videos. If you look right now at, let's just say Pint or Prophecy, they shoot movies now. Because now they passion done came back. They've already surpassed, the video thing. They can do that with their eyes closed.
Right.
You look at Cam God, he ain't just shooting videos. He over at 85 South doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with you have to grow and also elevate your craft at the same time. Basically reinvent yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to always work on self. Self-work is never done. Like, real talk.
Nah, for real. You ain't
Real shit.
It ain't never done. It's always room
for improvement, man. Yeah.
When do you ever get discouraged at times out here in this lane?
Sometimes, you got your good days, you got your bad days. So if I do get discouraged or something, I know how to back up and take a break, and then you remember what you're doing it for. You remember where you came from, where you started, and look where you at now. So that right there keeps me moving, you know what I'm saying, and it keeps me motivated, man, to keep elevating in this game. I got this chair.
Nah, you good. You said what you doing it for. What are you doing it for? What's your why behind all this?
It's the more the impact of showing that you don't have to be like an asshole, Hollywood. You don't have to be none of that to really touch artists, to show that we can all come together, you know what I'm saying, and do something big out here. There's a lot of talent out here, and it's overshadowed with beef and drama and who's who and who's the gatekeeper and who's doing this and none of that stuff really matters. What matters is master your craft. What are y'all doing to build the city up? You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help build the city up in my own lane. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I take pride in. When you see your visuals, it's not going to be, he walked around and said he was the best. No, he gave it his all. He gave his all to every single person that stepped in front of his camera.
Facts. Do you feel like it's a lot of competition in this lane?
Competition, I say yeah and no, because I really don't focus on that. I say more of Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I say it's more Hollywood antics than anything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people you can't even walk up to and speak. You'll speak to a person, bro, and they'll They'll, and then act like they don't even know who the hell you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? From the people that I started with, from fashion shows until now, I'm still cool with them. All the shooters, I'm still cool with them. And that's where you miss your blessings. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, I've been knowing you, Trav, since I started.
Nah, for real.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's like I don't never look down, cause, bruh, them tables turn. You think you up, you turn around and you're down. And the one you look down upon is the one that you need help from. But now, because of the way you treated, thanks. You know what I'm saying? It's already a crab in the bucket. It's already a crab in the bucket state. So your mindset gonna make it even worse.
Nah, for real.
Like, real talk, man. Like, yeah, man.
So, what advice do you have for people getting in this lane? Hell, just entrepreneurs in general. What advice can you give them about entrepreneurship?
For one, no, that shit ain't easy, dog. It's not gonna come easy. It ain't gonna come overnight. It ain't gonna come in a year. It ain't gonna come in no 2 years. You have to really put your foot down and want it. It's gonna be days where you may make a couple thousand. It's gonna be days you don't make nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. It's gonna be days of that. It's gonna be days where you just happy to get the mic check or that one shoot. But what I say is, man, learn everything you can. Never stop elevating. Never stop researching your craft. You know what I'm saying? I feel like once a person they feel like they know it all, you stop growing immediately. So network and make sure your face card valid. That go with everything. So don't give free shoots for pussy because your face card fucked up. Because then women talk. You see what I'm saying? They talk. You know what I'm saying? So everything we do out here as shooters, as entrepreneurs, the only way that you go up is word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? So your face card, the things you do, how you treat people, all that matters. The stuff that you learned as a kid, it really mattered in this entrepreneur world. You know what I'm saying? You gotta treat people like they somebody, bro.
Nah, for real. What characteristics do you feel like you need to possess in order to even be in this entrepreneurship lane?
Let me see. I think for one, you gotta be like good mentally. I think your mental take it. You have to be able to take what's this shit called? Creative. You have to be able to take, because everybody ain't gonna like what you're doing.
Constructive
criticism. Yeah, my bad.
Nah,
constructive criticism, man. You have to be able to
but you
take
know what I
that.
learned in business? In business, you gotta understand everybody ain't gone. You can't please everybody.
Yeah. Everybody not gonna like what you're doing. Everybody not gonna rock with it, but you have to be able to focus on the positive. We be so stuck sometimes in the negative that you're not looking at all the positive shit that you done did.
Right.
So I think that, man, like I said, I'ma always say like the speech, communication.
It's key.
Yeah, you gotta be able to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? You have to. Man, I remember the first time I was at a fashion show, man, I'm in there sweating, looking around, I wouldn't talk to nobody, but that gets you nowhere. But in the same spot, man, you gotta get out here and work, man. Like I say, your face card is everything. So you have to be able to communicate, man. You know what I'm saying? And be relentless. You have to be relentless. And put your brand out there.
Relentless but not cutthroat.
Yeah. When I say relentless, I'm talking about more as, you gotta be getting to it. It can't be yesterday I ain't made no money, so I ain't gonna post nothing today. No, get your ass up. Go create some content. Go do something. Go look at a YouTube video or some After Effects stuff. Work on your skills. Be relentless in your growth. Be relentless in what you do. How you move when it comes to your brand, be relentless. You know what I'm saying? But be respectful, loving, caring, professional too. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to balance that. So, and make sure you have a passion for it. People can tell if you don't have a passion for what you're doing.
Nah, for real, it shows.
Yeah.
It shows.
Yeah, man.
All right, tell the folks where they can find you on social media and all that good stuff.
And y'all can find me at Drip Visuals. That's DRIP VISUALS. You damn. DRIPVISUALZ, man. Drip Visuals, that's on Instagram. Is DeMarcus Ray on Facebook. But if you want a quick response from me, man just hit me up on IG, man. I do answer. Just please, the first thing I'm gonna ask, and I always ask, is don't start your conversation off sending me your YouTube music. Just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna listen to it.
At least you honest, man. This ain't no rap shit. Definitely ain't no cap shit, man. It's a whole lot of motherfucking
Trap shit, man.
Yes, sir.